tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a run with Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dab.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Second and 11 now. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They run it again with Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. He's got Smith here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Yeah, not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make this a 2nd down. the gun, it's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 9. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And got his man complete.
If you were me, you
touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And he's got his big tight end here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. But how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now they try the right side here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling good, moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-2.